Hi there everyone, we're back, 67 Hail Hail, I'm Hamish Carton. Right, we're going to get into the dire stuff that is still going on at Celtic in a wee minute. Before that, I'm going to get the good stuff out of the way nice and early. I'm going to tell you the good news that 67 Hail Hail has had another record-breaking month. We have surpassed any of the targets set of us for the month of November. We had over 200,000 views on the channel, which is absolutely remarkable. Subscribers flew up as well over the course of the month. I just want to say a big thanks to everyone who's watched our videos, commented, got involved in the live streams, even read anything online at 67hailhail.com. I just want to say a big thank you to you. If you happen to be watching this video and you're one of the now few people who haven't yet subscribed to the channel, now is the perfect time to do it. If you think about it, if you subscribe today when Celtic are at the lowest of the lows, it's only upwards from there. So you're kind of guaranteed more success if you click subscribe. So why don't you just do it? You'll be helping me out, you'll be helping the channel out, and yeah, there's so much to get excited about in 67 Hail Hail. So click subscribe please. Now, let's get on to the absolutely horrific stuff happening at Celtic Football Club. Right, I want to tell you where we're at the moment. At the time of recording, which is 3:30 on Tuesday afternoon, Neil Lennon is somehow still the Celtic manager. Further to that, Neil Lennon will almost certainly be the Celtic manager in the San Siro on Thursday night when we take on probably the best team in Italy. He hasn't been sacked. He's been actually given another vote of confidence. That's the chat. It was reported last night by a number of sources. The Daily Record, where one of the main ones saying that he's been given another chance, a final chance by Dermot Desmond to get things right at the club. And the talk is that Desmond was disgusted by some of the actions of some Celtic fans on Sunday night, apparently, after the game at Celtic Park, and that may be one of the key reasons why Neil Lennon hasn't been sacked yet. Wow, where do you start with that? I find it absolutely remarkable that Neil Lennon is still in charge of this club. He has failed in every single competition so far this season. We are 11 points behind in the league. We are out of the Betfred Cup. We are out of the Champions League. We are out of the Europa League. In the Europa League, we have lost 4-1, not once but twice, to a bang average Sparta Prague team. We lost the first derby of the season to Rangers at home without ever even having a shot on target. Now, I can't ever remember that happening in the past. It was a diabolical afternoon. On top of that, we had Sunday there, which was one of the lowest I've felt as a Celtic supporter, losing 2-0 to Ross County in the Betfred Cup. He's won 2 of his last 10 matches. That will almost certainly, barring a miracle, go up to 2-11 on Thursday night. And you know what? If Neil Lennon is still in charge for the game against St Johnstone on Sunday, I don't think we'll win that either. But this video isn't about the manager. This video is about those in charge at the club, the board, and Celtic's general communication with the support. That's what I want to touch on first. Now, since Sunday afternoon when we crashed out against Ross County, and effectively since fans went to Celtic Park, at the time of recording, as I say, 3:30 Tuesday afternoon, Celtic have tweeted 3 times. Once was a fixture update for the game against Hibs in January. Once was a happy birthday to Simon Donnelly. Yep, really, nothing against Simon Donnelly, but is that your priorities right now, Celtic? And the third one was perhaps, or most certainly, most shockingly, to send a statement out on Sunday night attacking their own fans. Fans who have ploughed in millions of pounds this season. Fans who have sold out record numbers of season tickets and record numbers of new Adidas merchandise during a global pandemic when so many people have lost their jobs, so many other people have been furloughed, when there's been no football happening at all. The Celtic support have not just matched their usual money that they give to the club and that usual support, they've actually bettered it. Record season ticket sales, and this is the way they are treated. Celtic are a business. They're not a football club. But would you have any other business that treats their customers in this way? The answer is no. It's an absolute disgrace. Celtic fans have had to find out about the future of their manager through the Daily Record, the Scottish Sun, Sky Sports, Clyde Radio over the last few days. It is an absolute scandal that the club have tweeted 3 times since Sunday, and they've all been really awfully timed tweets. In that statement that I spoke about a minute ago, the club referred to the record-breaking run of 35 consecutive victories and the 11 consecutive trophies that we've won. They're feeding into this entitlement thing that's been peddled by broadcasters and fans of other clubs. The fact that us Celtic supporters are apparently entitled for being unhappy about what's happening this season, not last season, not next season, where we are at the moment. And the saddest thing is that the club are feeding into that. In that disgraceful statement on Sunday night, they referenced the 35 consecutive cup victories and the 11 consecutive trophy wins as if it was some sort of reason for the club to get off scot-free with what's happening so far this season. But I was thinking about this. The funny thing is that as they try to divide the support further and give ammunition to the Celtic fans who believe that these young fans like myself are entitled, the club are actually bringing the support closer together. When you look a week ago, the reaction I got to doing the video into the Green Brigade banner, I'd say it was pretty split in terms of people saying the banner was a good thing, the banner was a bad thing. Now the debate has moved on, and it is now solely on whether Neil Lennon should remain as a Celtic manager. And everyone, apart from a few stragglers who are just lost causes as far as I'm concerned, if you've not yet realised that Neil Lennon isn't turning this around, you are a lost cause, because he's not. But everyone knows Neil Lennon has to go. So the Celtic board are now the ones who are having the frustration turned to them because they're not acting and sacking Neil Lennon. So they're not exactly doing a good job. If their whole goal is to divide and conquer, which I believe it honestly is, they're doing an awful job. So, nice one, lads. If Dermot Desmond and Peter Lawwell, or the board as a whole, have honestly made the decision to keep Neil Lennon as the club's manager because of what went down from a minority of fans on Sunday night, then honestly, we're done for. We're absolutely done for. They're making an emotionally charged decision rather than a rational one. They are no longer pondering whether Neil Lennon is the right man to take Celtic forward, which, by the way, he's not. They're now saying, let's show those supporters that misbehaved on Sunday by keeping Neil Lennon in charge. And let me just point out that some supporters crossed the line on Sunday, but it was a handful of supporters. If there were a few hundred at Celtic Park on Sunday, the vast majority of those would have been doing the right thing and protesting in a peaceful manner, and that is the right thing that should have been done. But what about the rest of the Celtic support, the hundreds of thousands of Celtic fans around the world that weren't at Celtic Park on Sunday and weren't misbehaving in any way at Celtic Park on Sunday, as a few Celtic fans were? Are they just not important because this Celtic board wants to send a message to a select group of fans? It's just an absolute shambles. They're trying to silence the Celtic support by saying that if things go wrong, you can't come and protest because we'll just won't sack the manager to spite you. It can't happen. But it's hardly surprising that this Celtic board are trying to silence Celtic supporters. It came out earlier in the week that the Celtic podcast, The Cynic, have no longer been invited to press conferences. Now, no reason was given by Celtic for that, but it's fair to assume that when things start going badly and you stop asking fans, groups and podcasts as they are to come to press conferences, that you're trying to quieten down the noise. And, I compared them to Donald Trump after the game on Sunday. There's certain similarities there in the way that they're trying to shut down what's been said about them. Let me ask you a question. What happens on Sunday if Neil Lennon presides over more drop points in the league against St Johnstone? I'll answer it for you, actually. Last Sunday's protests will look like a kid's birthday party in comparison to what this Sunday will be like. There will be far more people there. It'll be far more volatile. You can't shut up the Celtic support. It doesn't work like that. On the flip side, if Neil Lennon is in charge for the game on Sunday and beats St Johnstone, is he then suddenly the right man to take the club forward when everyone has lost hope in him? The Celtic support have lost hope. The players have 100% lost hope in him, judging by the last 2 or 3 performances. In fact, longer than that. The board, you could argue, have even lost hope in him, because if the main reason for them keeping him on was the protest from the fans on Sunday, then that doesn't speak much. And Neil Lennon has probably even lost hope in himself. And I want to finish this video by just putting out a message to Neil Lennon. Neil, I don't know you. I don't know if you watch these videos. I would probably guess that you don't, even though our numbers are really high. But I just want to say this anyway. You'll always be loved at Celtic Park. You'll be looked back as a Celtic icon, a legend. You've given so much to the club over the last couple of decades. But you are sullying your reputation at the moment. And it's only going one way. You are ruining this team with your management. You've probably ruined this team with your management. And you're on the road to sadly ruining your legacy. I would urge you, Neil Lennon, to walk away from the club now, to leave the club, to hand in your resignation. If you're a proper Celtic man, to take this decision out of an incompetent board's hands and leave the club. And as for the board, I would just urge them, again, I don't know if they watch this, but I would urge them not to go to war with the people who make Celtic what they are, because as the 90s have showed us, you won't win.